these out. Okay. All right, let's get a prayer. Beloved ancestral spirit guides, to the Most High God, I call on Archangel Michael for protection. Anybody sending anything physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually, please black and blind them. I call back our energy and send theirs back with full forgiveness in all forms to the universe at this time. Thank you, thank you, thank you to the Most High God. All right, what's up, guys? Y'all let me know if you want to be put on the list, okay, for $20 mini reads or 2 questions for $10, okay? Excuse me. Welcome, welcome, guys. Happy Monday. Welcome. Guys, I'm offering love readings, career readings, future updates for, you moving forward, higher timelines, okay? What advice do you need? Are you having a scene? Come here. Hold on 1 second, y'all. No, no, sir. Sir, what are you doing? Come on. Come on. Come here. There's your baby right there, okay? All right, guys. Welcome, welcome. You said you stressed out about the light bill. Kim, have you tried to put plastic over all your windows and stuff? Because that also helps living in a mobile home. You could put plastic over your windows and cover your doors up, okay? Especially if it's not insulated like that. I feel like going and signing up for some apartments, okay, would really help you, especially with you living on the income that you have, sis. Because, honey, I can feel your anxiety. I think everybody's having trouble though. Especially trying to make sure that you get your bills paid on time with all these changes and things that are happening right now. A lot of people changing careers, okay, leaving jobs, getting promotions, just different things like that. Y'all, hold on 1 second, okay? Whoo wee! I just look, 10 people just dropped out. Y'all finna go hit these singing bowls, okay? Okay. Right. All right, 420 creepers. Send your payment over and we'll tap in, okay? Uh my Cash App and PayPal is down in the description box and I'll put you on my list here, okay? Yeah, I understand, sis. You don't have Cash App or PayPal? Because, yeah, you ain't got to do a super chat. My Cash App and my PayPal tag is down there in the description box. Oh, okay. Yeah, these are paid sessions. If you want to, you can jot down my information you can do a personal reading once you have the funds, dear. What's up? What's up? Oh, second shift. How we rolling? What's going on? Williams, I've got $20 mini reads, which I'll do on here. 2 questions for $10. Or I've got hour readings for $85 personal face to face, 45 for a 30-minute session. I also do Reiki sessions. An hour Reiki session is $155 for a 30-minute Reiki session. My email is over there in my description box if you want to go and do a personal, okay, or do a Reiki session. I don't have Chime, but you can send it over to my Facebook Messenger, Sherry West, and send a request over, and you can send your payment through there. Yeah, but I don't have Chime, love. I just have Cash App and PayPal, or you can pay through Facebook Messenger over there. Mm-hmm. Okay. You can also do Walmart to Walmart if you don't like do credit cards and stuff. Hello, hello, welcome. Hey guys. Hey Brown Eyes, how you doing? Hey Carly. Mister, what is going on? I'm good, I'm good. All right, Divine Feminine, let's tap in and see what's going on, okay? I'm going to touch in with the Divine Feminine higher timeline. Then we'll do Divine Masculine higher timeline, okay? And if you need me to check in with your personal situation, career, love, money, okay, we can do that with your $20 mini read or 2 questions for $10, okay? All right, Divine Feminine, what's going on with you, babies? For my higher timeline, Divine Feminines, okay? There is some information here that's going to catapult you forward, okay? Or you've already gotten this, and it's helping you move forward, okay? Not looking back, seeing something for what it is here, okay? And then you got the Teacher, Awakening here. Yeah. You have something important to share. Follow your inner calling. Don't let anything stop you. Okay? I know, right, sis? Tell me what's going on, Divine Feminine. Facing fears. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. Okay, Divine Feminine. You got a cloak of wisdom. You already know the answers that you seek. Trust what you know. Life force. Express your driving passion. This is also like, with your root chakra energy, okay? That power is increasing within the root chakra. Then you got heart awakening and soul expression. Heart awakening. Awakening to accepting the divine love, give and receive in balance, okay? Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connection between all things. Okay, Divine Feminine. Yeah, it's like, to me, you've went through major awakenings here. And now that teacher within you is wakening up, and you are really, really understanding who you are, what you're put here to do, and just being that master teacher, right? Tell me what's going on, my Divine Feminines, in their master teacher energy. Divine guidance. Tell me about this divine guidance here. Finding love and success, okay? Yeah. You could find yourself being in love with your passion here by being that teacher. And you're being very successful with this Divine Feminine. And with my throat chakra right there, somebody could have tried to block your throat chakra, but you're awakening to speaking your truth, right? You're being confident and standing in your destiny. Navigation. Spirit is navigating you toward being that teacher. You're just going with the changes here. Protection, good fortune, healing energy. Okay. You know what you bring to the world is very healing. And you're not letting the naysayers, people, places, or things hold you back from whatever it is that you've awakened to hear. Okay. Tell me about my Divine Feminines awakening into this master teacher energy. Ace of Pentacles. You ain't letting people breadcrumb you, Ten of Swords you. Yeah. Spirit is communicating with you about the justice in reverse, okay? About people that really don't support you. And it's just kind of like, okay, we'll move them out of the way. And Spirit moved them out of the way, right? And I know these past 4 months in this retrograde here, the Mercury retrograde in Aries, it's been very intense. And it's like today you woke up, the energy done shifted. You've done shifted, realizing things, seeing things for what they are here. And just moving ahead, right? Letting the past go, leaving things out in the code, 5-5. Anything that's not helping you get wisdom as well, you're leaving that out in the code. It's just kind of like, okay, maybe there's another source that you're going through to get some knowledge and reading up on, getting like second opinions here. Just really, really like tapping in, like, okay, does that make any sense? You know how sometimes you read something, but then you got to go back and you got to read it again to make sure you're not misinformed, right? Especially being in this teacher energy, because we ain't perfect, right? We just want to make sure that we're teaching the right thing, okay? Giving the correct information, things like this, double checking things. And I feel like that's what you've been doing on your journey, is like double checking things, okay? Things like this. Somebody's under harsh judgment. Somebody could have misled you or misjudged you. King of Swords. Something's coming to light here. Tell me about somebody misjudging somebody here, Divine Feminine. Yeah, because you're not in this Five of Swords energy. You're not trying to fight. Somebody thought maybe you was trying to fight with them or something was about them. And this was about your life purpose and about what you do, okay? And somebody misunderstood something here, okay? Or you could have got in that King of Swords energy and brought something to light for somebody, and they're over here and they're like thinking maybe like you're being harsh with them, but no. Like if you're a teacher or a mentor or something, somebody could have took something personal here, Divine Feminine. And you're like, no, we're in class, okay? You need to be taking your test. What are you doing? Did you study for it? Like, do you have your books? What have you been doing here, right? And somebody could have took something personal here, Divine Feminine, and it wasn't like that. This is like maybe somebody new to class, okay? And they're still learning things and learning what evolving really means, right? Looking at things from a different perspective. Somebody's way off balance. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. They can't create and they're not getting a new beginning. And it's because they're in this traditional thinking. And you're like, you're going to have to come up out of that. Like, open up to learning different things, right? Because on this journey, you will be called to go down the rabbit hole somewhere, right? And somebody ain't willing to go down that rabbit hole. They just want to keep going with the same techniques or something here. And they're stuck in this stagnant thinking, mind frame, something here. And Divine Feminine, somebody sees that you ain't like that. Something about this. What's going on with this energy here? Spirit, what is this? They can't find their success. Okay? And you're telling somebody, listen, you got to let loose. Somebody can be really, really uptight. Like they don't laugh. They're never happy. They're always serious about everything. And you're like, listen, go put your dancing shoes on. Like, go out. Go do, like, something here. Like, somebody's very, very uptight. Also, too, Divine Feminine, somebody tried to bind themselves to your success. Oh. And somebody's very traditional. Why do I feel like somebody tried to bind themselves to your success? And y'all don't even have the same belief system. And now they done got entangled with your beloved ancestors, thinking that they're fixing to be successful here. Somebody could have a lisp. You know what? And this, what I say about today's energy, somebody's finding out. Somebody's just trying to stay tied to them and bonded to them for their financial success, their great fortune. Okay. And it's like, no, like, get off of me. Like, dang, I can't, like, what is going on here? And Divine Feminine, you could be a teacher of some sort. And you're like, it's like you got a student, a class of students, right, sitting there. And you got 3 in the back that are class clowns, okay? You could have 3 different clown-ass energies trying to stay connected to your success, and they're being unsuccessful, and they're really, really upset because they can't. Maybe somebody wants to be a better teacher than you. Everybody can't be the teacher, right? Yeah. It's like everybody can't be the teacher. Some people are supposed to be the chef. Some people are supposed to be the librarian. Some people are supposed to be the damn, I don't know, they're supposed to be the craftsman. They're supposed to go over there and build something. Everybody can't do what you do, Divine Feminine. You are the one that graduated this course. This is your destiny here, right? And you had 3 jackasses here that wanted to connect themselves with whatever you got going on here. Something about a companionship, okay? And you had to step back and you're like, do you know what spiritual knowledge is? Because I don't think you do. Do you know spiritually, I have a contract. And I hope you didn't come in and try to just connect yourself to me for success, because spirit's not playing around with these spiritual contracts. Because you know how to create your own reality. And somebody here don't have no spiritual knowledge. They don't get, they're stuck in the matrix. They think, oh, I can go and I can be with this person, I can attach to them, I can do this, I can do that, and I'm gonna have all of this. And that's no. Because you can't come in Divine Feminine's life thinking you're finna be handed something when you ain't let your past go. You ain't let things, you ain't went through your awakening, you ain't done anything. You just want to be connected to the greatness that she brings. And it's like, no, like you can't do that. Like you got to do the work. And these 3 clown ass energies here is looking like Boo Boo the Fool now. And it's like, no. Because Divine Feminine is being delivered somebody that has done the work here. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what's happening here? Like, the reason that I become the teacher is because I went through these things. I experienced them. This could be somebody that ain't experienced a lot of things in life, okay? And they want to come over and attach themselves to you, and you're like, okay, well, you know this. And the way, have you ever been to like a wave pool, like went canoeing, and you're like, okay, we about to hit this this spot over here, and it's about to get rocky, okay? So you need to suit up, boot up, okay? Make sure you got your pedal things ready. Okay, something about that. Because when shit starts getting hard, I need you to pedal. I need you to, you know what I'm saying? You're going to have to start working harder, right? And it's like, somebody didn't expect this. They're like, nah, I thought this was going to be easy, man. Hold on. Like, I thought I was just going to come over here and everything was going to be easy breezy. But it's storms on this journey, Divine Feminine. You are trying, like, you're sitting here, and that's what I've been teaching about the whole time. And it's like, what's going on? Somebody don't understand what it means to be the teacher here. Whoever these 3 clowns are, they thought they could just come in, take over your class and do this, but you don't have the knowledge to take over Divine Feminine's class, because every Divine Feminine has a different assignment here. Is she teaching a culinary class? Is she teaching a spiritual class? Is she teaching a I don't know, medical class? Like what? Right. Yeah, you don't go disrespecting somebody and what they're doing here. And it's like 3 clowns, they just seen the pinnacle side of this, okay? Divine Feminine, I feel like this got you irritated too, because you're like, listen, I don't do this just for the financial gain. I do this to help people. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is important to me. And somebody don't understand the spiritual knowledge that you have, right? And it's just, they try to downplay who you are, and you mind your business. Like, okay, whatever. But you created your own reality. You're just taking a breather with this energy, okay? You stay in your integrity, okay? And somebody don't have strength because somebody don't know how to stand in their integrity. So how are you going to be the teacher? How are you going to come and take over what divine feminine has been given, what she's supposed to do here? How? Like, if you don't even know how to tell the truth. 3:13 on the clock. Something about somebody's dark ass, somebody from your past here, they ain't getting no new beginning. And your intuition told you what was going on. Seeking healing is in reverse. These three clowns just wanted to stay attached to you because you were successful. It had nothing to do with what you could help them, teach them with, or nothing. It was just prosperity. That's all they wanted. Y'all remember how I said divine feminine, divine masculine? They just wanted you to do the work and then come in and take the success from you. Okay, you know when you're running a business, you have to keep shipping out products. You got to keep putting out content. You got to keep doing this. Somebody thought that they could just come in and take something from you, but it's not. That's not how it works. Ah. Okay, y'all. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna say it, and I know that like everybody's on their own journey or whatever. Thank you, but I feel like there is a portion of divine feminines here. I feel like you got stuck in a timeline back here. Can anybody else elaborate on that with me? And I don't know if it's because like somebody that you're dealing with you still haven't cut off, or there's something that's attached to you that, because it's like whenever I reach for a higher timeline and a higher message here, I only reach like 35%. I feel like I'm reaching 35% of divine feminines, divine masculines. Because I notice whenever I start teaching, it's just people that ain't, they're not interested in evolving. They're not interested in evolving. Do you know what you eat? What you put in your body physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually is about your journey too. Like it's like they're not paying some that's exactly right. Like they don't understand, like when your body starts ascending, it's going to start rejecting a lot of things around you, people, places, things. I mean, all of this stuff, right? And it's like when I start talking about higher consciousness, y'all know 144,000 it's not people, right? It's higher consciousness. And I feel like I've only got like 35% that has reached that. Exactly. They've reached that frequency because they cleared out all of their chakras, right? Because the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to cleanse your root. You're going to go from your root all the way to the top. And if you know anything about the eighth chakra, then you're there with me, right? So it's like there's only like 35% that's even reaching this right now. And it's like year 9 stepped in, and the rest of y'all sitting here saying, VG, what the fuck just happened here? Hold on. I thought that we was, wait a minute, where we go? Baby, we're jumping timelines. We're jumping timelines, and I got some divine masculines telling me the same thing. Like, VG, I ain't even here. If you ain't jumping timelines, you ain't evolving. I don't know how else to explain that. And this could be, okay, now listen, divine feminine. This could be 3 clown ass people, copycats that are trying to teach your course. And you're like sitting here saying, do you know what? It's not 144,000 people, it's a frequency. Yeah, it's and you know, collectively, it's like, can y'all stay in class and learn? Because I see some of the elders out here, they're even irritated. They're like, you ain't doing your spiritual practices. You ain't showing gratitude. You ain't giving offerings. You ain't doing nothing you supposed to be doing. You still laid up with this same person or laid up over this same place that you know ain't no good for you, that could get you put in prison in 5 milliseconds. But then you come talking about, oh, I'm evolving. Go, I'm saying, no, you're not. No, you're not. Because why are you scared to leave? Why are you scared to leave stuff behind? Why are you scared to leave people behind? Why are you in the energy of, oh no, I can't, I gotta wait. What are you waiting on? You waiting on the tower to smack you? Because when that tower hits you, Spirit already done gave you the hand. Okay, they already done sent somebody in your life to help you evolve. But if you keep running back and trying to save people, they ain't trying to save themselves and trying to be a part of their own rescue, baby, you got to release them, right? Something about this. Yes, it's gonna be some dark parts of the journey. It's not always gonna be love and light, and it's like you got to go with the dark and the light. You got to, because the dark is gonna help you balance out the light, right? This journey ain't always gonna be love and light. Something about this. And these 3 clowns here that was trying to attach to your success, divine feminine, I feel like they don't know shit about this. Like, they don't understand the frequency. They don't understand the chakras. They don't understand the food that they're put, like somebody don't, I don't know, something about this, okay? Somebody's got soul ties and they keep stacking more soul ties up here. Okay, they're poisoning their body. They're still overindulging in something here, and it's like, yeah, that's not working. Because when you're evolving, you're letting all of this shit go. You ain't no partying, ain't no going out in them streets, ain't no doing any of this. It's work on self. It's work on you, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and financially, and getting yourself where you need to be, right? And it's like, yeah, somebody don't got no, they don't understand, and that's why they're not gaining the spiritual knowledge. Okay, um, they're not gaining this whatever it is that they need. Okay, y'all, this is what I was talking about. This is like the copycat energy, divine feminine. That's always that leaves the spiritual community and they on demon time, and then they come back and they're like, oh yeah, I no. Spirit seen where you went, and you come back with a stench on you. So what was going on when you left? Or did you go reconnect with family, lovers, and friends over here, and now you got this stench on you? There's something about this stench on people, and it's like you can smell it, and you're like, what's going on here? Like, hold on. Okay, y'all, come on. We about to go outside. I need a cigarette after that message, divine feminine. I feel like you're irritated with this too. It's just like, what is going? Don't go out trying to copy me if you don't even know what you're copying. Like, do you know anything about the culture that I'm in? Like, do you know anything about who I am, where I come from? Like, before you start copying me, you need to make sure that you are doing your due diligence here. And you know, like, something about this, very confused energies here. And it's very strange. All right, going outside. We going outside, y'all. VG needs some air. Okay. Y'all, the sun is shining. It's so beautiful outside. Oh, come on. All right. Yeah, it's just real strange. Like, that's what I was picking up in your energy. Like, whoever this is, they're misleading, and they're trying to like be you and copy you, and it's misleading. And it's like, hold up, listen, don't be leaving your stanky stench over here. Like, don't be trying to like come over here, because I don't teach like, I don't, this is not who I am. Like, misrepresentation. Okay. I know, right? Yes, Miss Jones. It's finally beautiful out here, but I think it's supposed to rain later on this afternoon. I wish it would. I hope that it's dried up so we could. Hey, babies, what's up? So we could do the bonfire for the full moon in Libra. Are y'all ready for that? Yeah. Miss Kim, I already know. See, you can look. All my teachers out there, y'all can relate. Like, if you're a teacher and like you are teaching something, you're doing something, That's like, and you're just in that energy, right? And you want to share your knowledge with people. It's like, okay, I'm the one that set up half the night and done the research and got that, and like, what are you talking about? Because do you know what's going excuse me. And then sometimes, like I said, you got to research, because it's like, hold up, intuitively you feel like that's not the right knowledge, so you go and you research it again. Or you might get, that's like somebody giving you information but it wasn't correct, so you find out that it wasn't right, so then you got to go back and correct it. That's fine. You got to be teachable on the journey, right? And it's just we got people that's not teachable. They just they want to take just a little bit of what you got, and they didn't understand that you had to dig all the way down the rabbit hole, go all the way around the house, come back around, come back up, and go down 5 more rabbit holes before you got to where you're at. How many lessons did the Empress and the Emperor had to learn before they actually got to sit on that throne? Because y'all listen, I'm a life path 33 and a master number 22. And let me just tell you something. The life lessons that I have had to learn, everything that I teach about, I have literally been through. So therefore, it's like, you got some divine feminines out here, that's you guys. You've actually been through what you're teaching about, what you're talking about, what, different things like that. That's why you're who you are, right? That's why I said we all got a different path. And some people try to come and take our path from us, and it's like, you ain't even never been through that. What are you talking about? Yeah. And I feel y'all's frustration, because some of these people was born with a silver spoon. They was okay. They didn't never, they don't know. They don't know about that struggle. Some people ain't even never lived in the concrete jungle. Some people ain't never been on the path of drugs or alcohol, or living in a house where there's incest going on, or where you was beaten as a child. Like, some of these people never like actually lived in that, so they don't know what it is. And this might be your calling, right? You might be that activist for one of these things, and they try to downplay that, and you're sitting here and you're like, how you gonna downplay my story? Yeah, some people wasn't even born yet. Exactly. And it's just like, hold on. So we all having to step back, like, wait a minute. And I know a lot of y'all, divine feminines out here, y'all see. Yeah. It's we see. But a lot of us don't say anything. We're just like, we keep doing what we do, and just, but it's like, now the audience is watching, and they're looking, and they're saying, okay, yeah, that's real. That ain't what's going on here. Because I need an experienced teacher. I need an experienced teacher. I want somebody that's actually lived the experience. That's like, okay, I'll use Miss Kim as an example, right? Or I'll use Miss Jones as an example, okay? Miss Kim is, she's been in the service, right? So if I'm looking to get into service, I'm going to go to her and I want to get advice, right? If I want to know about being the pastor's child, I'm going to go to Miss Jones. Because guess what? They have life experience in this. I want somebody that can tell me the real deal behind this, that ain't sitting in the energy of still in the matrix and not, ready to speak up. There it is. Quit. No. I don't know what you over there trying to eat, but don't do it. Y'all see what I'm saying? I just want somebody that has experience. Yeah. I don't want somebody that just went to school. I want somebody who's been out there on the fucking battlefield, that knows what them emotions feel like. What does it feel like? How did you handle the situation? Can you give me a different outlook on this instead of me just thinking it's all bad? Like, is there's something here? 5353. Exactly. That's exactly right. And see, that's physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. I ain't eating nothing that ain't good for me. Whatever I'm putting in my body, I'm making sure that it is good for me, and it makes me feel good. That's why I tell y'all, pay attention to your vibration, like around people. Does it make you feel sick? You know what I'm saying? Do you start hurting? Are you, like, how is it making you feel? It's like, say that there's a new teacher in the class, right? How is that teacher making you feel? Like, does it make you feel kind of like your stomach wheezy? You're like, hold on, what's going on here? Why Hercules over here? He just closed his eyes. Do they make you want to go to sleep, or do they have your attention? Are they teaching you something, right? That's like, y'all, whenever I watch different astrologers, I don't know what it is, but like it pumps me up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am. That, yes. Yes, Savage Seer Tarot. That is so huge what you just said. If you want to be a child protective service worker, you need to have kids. Oh, okay, hush. You need to have that experience. You need to, hey, it's okay. You need to have that spark like Hercules just did. Okay? Yeah. It's choices. That's right, Miss Jones. That's exactly right. Sometimes, like, okay, good example. Like, my older sisters, they stayed in trouble. There were certain things that my sisters did that I never done. Because you know what? I learned from their lessons. Okay, I learned from they damn lessons, and I was like, okay, I ain't gonna go over and do that because they got their ass tore up. Okay, I wasn't getting my ass whooped like that, right? See, and that's a good point to make, right? It's like, if I can be that teacher to help you from getting your behind beat every time, then let me go on and do that, because I'm not, because I'm willing to just keep going and keep learning and keep growing, right? And it's like, some people, they want you to stay back in that, and you're like, no. I mean, listen, everybody got their own path. That's why I was saying, like, everybody's on their different pathway. How old are you, Angelic Angel? Yes. Some of those jobs, yes, you do need hands-on life experience. Because, see, let me tell you something. In this chat here, you got some very seasoned older women. We've been married. We got grown children. We've been in careers. We've done things. Lived in the church life. Lived in the spiritual life. You see what I'm saying? So we've all experienced different things. Like Miss Kim, she's been in service. Like Miss Jones there, she's a pastor's child, right? So I don't knock anybody what they've been through, right? We're just a little more seasoned. So I always have been attracted to elders. I love older people because they can teach me things, right? So that's what it is. We got to be teachable on this path here. That's why I asked how old you are, Angelic Angel, because we got some people still learning lessons, right? Because you got some people that'll sit there and look at somebody's life and their lessons and says, oh, I'll never go through that. Oh, that'll never happen to me. And then a year later, you see them, they going through the same thing that they said that they would never go through. But can I tell you why? Because they spoke that into existence. They spoke that into existence because they said, oh, my life will never be like that. Oh gosh, I'll never be on drugs. Oh, I'll never be this, I'll never be that. Then all of a sudden you see this person, and honey, they life done a whole 360, and you're like, what happened? See what I'm saying? Because people so busy judging other people and saying, oh, my life would never be like that. Oh, this would never happen to me, blah, blah, blah. And then God pulls up and says, oh, okay. So you said this would never happen to you, but the whole time, literally, they've been living in a situation that they didn't realize that was going to be the end result. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, when you're pointing one finger, five is pointing back at you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, don't ever think that you can't never be sitting in somebody's situation, 55, 55. Because change. I've been on here 55 minutes and 55 seconds. There's all fives across there. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, year 9 is this change. Yes, you never ever, man, you don't never ever sit there and smile about another woman's pain either. You never smile about somebody else's storm they going through, because you never know, that storm could be brewing back behind the scenes, and year 9 is coming through and showing this, right? Because a lot of people throw the rock and hide the hand, and they're like, oh no, that's never my, no, I've never, no. But the whole time, y'all, they're living these situations, and you're sitting here and you're like, hold on, wait a minute. You're sitting in an abusive relationship. Just because he don't smack you around don't mean he don't abuse you, right? Abusive relationships is abuse. Abuse comes in different forms. You see what I'm saying? Just because this man ain't punching you, what else is he doing to you? Is he, or this woman? Is it emotional? Or is it mental? Is it financial? Is it spiritual? You see what I'm saying? And it's like, you never know what somebody's going through. And a lot of people don't follow their gut feeling because their intuition's off. Because you want to know why? Because they're eating or they're putting something unhealthy in their body, and they keep trying to figure out what that is, right? And that's what people don't understand, is like, it's all about what you put in your body, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, sexually, all of this stuff. Your person could have some kind of stuff that a demon they're fighting. Well, if you're laying with that person, you're fighting that demon too. That's what people don't understand. That's why in the spiritual community, you hear people talking about celibacy. That's why. So it's like, and then look, and then whenever you're an empath, oh, it's even worse, because you can feel it on a deeper level. You know what I'm saying? A whole deeper level. Oh, my dog's in sync with me. You know what I'm saying? Hercules? Yeah, he's in sync with me. Hey, sir, what are you doing? So, you see, it's like, when you find your divine counterpart, they're going to be in sync with you. They're going to be feeling the same thing you're feeling. Like me and my husband, he knows. Confirmation. He knows when something ain't right. He knows when something is off. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's wow, because he'll call me, he'll be like, is everything okay? And I'm like, what? Did he felt the energy shift? He felt something, right? He can even feel my menstrual cramps, okay? He's like, babe, okay, I ain't feeling too good. You okay over there? And I'm like, kind of trying to stay quiet about it. He knows, right? He knows when it's time, right? And it's like, oh, okay, here we are. Okay. But you see what I'm saying? It's just different levels to this, and it's like, in year 9, this is where the teaching gets a little deeper. We need to go deeper, and we need to be teaching more about, like, how everything affects you, just not this one thing, right? the intake of information, how does it make you feel? The food that you're eating, how does it make you feel? The people that you're around, how does it make you feel physically, right? And I've been talking about this like for the past year. Pay attention to how your physical body feels when you have an interaction with people, places, things. When you're like, maybe your eating habits are changing, your body's rejecting certain things, that could be ascension symptoms. You could be going through a dark night of the soul. You could be going through a kundalini awakening. You know what I'm saying? Like, because the body is trying to help you elevate. So spirit's trying to show you, like, okay, we can't be doing this, can't be doing that. Yeah, that energy's making you sick. Don't you see what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, that awareness is really, really important, collective. Because have y'all noticed that a lot of places are starting to sell organic food? Thank you. Only if I could discuss that on YouTube. Whoo, child. I'll say this. I feel like it promotes controlling the mechanism. No, it ain't a hard question. It ain't a hard question at all. It's that's something that people don't want to indulge in, but at the age of 41, I'll tell you something. The only thing that I see that it's led to is separation, dividing, um, controlling mechanism. They want to control the masses. Okay, they want to control everything, and it's like, well, if you don't do this one certain thing, then well, then this ain't dot. No, you can go explore what you want to do. Yeah. So it's like, how are you gonna tell me if I don't go and I don't do what you say that I'm gonna go to a certain place? How do you know that I even you can't they can't push a belief system off on you? That's what I'm saying. Okay? You have so many people that have different belief systems, right? Everybody don't believe in going to worship on Sundays and Wednesdays. Everybody don't believe in doing this, and this. So how can you like force that down somebody's throat, right? Just let people be who they are and let them do what they want to do. I feel like that it's a control mechanism. At the end of the day, that's my answer. Yeah, and I know there's a lot of other people that feels the same way because you're starting to see it more and more and more. It's you can't make people do things that they don't want to do. Like, that's like telling the LBGT community who they can be. You can't. They want to be who they want to be. Who are we to step in and be like, oh, that's not right. Oh, you can't do this. You can't do that. Listen, everybody on their own journey. Yeah. Yeah, because see, the devil is full of confusion. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. And I've had so many people that say the same thing. Like when they got involved in them certain organizations with them people, it was very strange. It was too many things going on. It was you sitting over here and you're like, hold on, wait a minute, that what's going on here? Something ain't that look, two and two ain't making four. The math ain't math, and I kind of feel like you just put a leash around my neck and told me to start walking this direction, and if I don't, you know what I'm saying, you gonna hit me with a stick type shit. That's what that feels like. I don't even put my dog on the leash. That's what I feel like that's what that leads to. Is let me put a leash on your neck and drag you where I want to, and there it is. Like, to sum it up, like, uh for the people in the back that don't understand, like, you're not finna put no leash on my neck and drag me to do what you want me to do just because that's what you believe. Nah, that ain't fair, that ain't right, you ain't gonna do it. And they're mad because the collective is taking their leashes off their neck. Okay, do you want the facts? That's what it is. People don't want you taking that leash off. They want you to just keep on just being pulled in this direction. No, listen now. Folks be on some weird type of time, like, and then they want to say, it's like, how is, I don't know. I don't know. It's but y'all, this is the world that we've lived in all these years. But see, this goes back to as well, like, learning. Go down the rabbit hole. When you start going down the rabbit hole, I promise you, when you come back up, you ain't gonna be the same person. You gonna be over here like, hold on, VG. Listen, I went down this rabbit hole and this rabbit hole and this one, and you know what? My life ain't been the same. Hold on, I've been lied to for a very long time, and that's why if you hear us in the spiritual community, we'll be like, listen, go and study this, go look at this, go research this, give you the name of a book, a name of a place, you know what I'm saying, like all of this stuff, right? And it's like, hold on, wait a minute, listen now. Carrots is good for the eyes. And also, start learning to look at things with your third eye, not only your two eyes, but look at it with your third eye. Yes. Mm-hmm. Start looking at it with your third eye. Sir! Don't eat that. No. Give it to me. Yeah. No. Stop. Okay. Here. Go on in the house. Go get the toy. Because you can't be chewing the killer up, okay? Hey, Miss Tammy. How you doing, babies? You're under that account. That's my aunt's name. Oh, not Dennis Stewart, but her name was Denise Stewart. That was her last name. She passed away. Yeah, that's it. Y'all, when I come outside, the energy got better, didn't it? 4466. Them numbers could be significant. Oh, Oh, yeah, of course. Because it's so many versions of things. Like, it's so many. That's why, you know what? That's why I tell everybody, like, go study. Shit, go read all the 1,500 versions they got of it. you, you'll be like, hold up, VG, what just happened here? Uh, go read all different versions, right? It's like, how many, how many different ones has been put out there? 110 on the clock. That's like going and reading history books. Yeah, she's been gone quite a while. She's in peace now. She was suffering. Yeah, uh-huh. You got that bird eating your food? Yeah. You didn't want to eat your food, so the bird is. See, y'all, that's confirmation right there. The somebody's watching your garden grow and they want to come and sneak and eat out of it, right? But they don't want to help water it. They don't want to help plant the seeds. They don't want to help with the process. They want to be a part of you going out there and picking your fruits and vegetables out of your garden, right? But they probably laughed at you when you said, hey, you know what? I'm gonna start a garden out here. I'm gonna build a greenhouse. You went out there and you nurtured it. And now you're gonna have people showing back up saying, hey, can we do this? I need this. I need 7 tomatoes for this soup that I'm making. And you're like, but you was just laughing at me 6, 7 months ago or 6, 7 years ago whenever I told you I was planting my garden. Like, and now it's fruitful and you got all this good stuff growing. And now they want to come in and they just want to pick from the selection. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine the books that has been taken off the shelves that you can't even find. Now that'll lead you down a rabbit hole. Imagine the history books that they took off the shelves. They don't want you reading, looking at, or things like that. Y'all see what I'm saying? So, my elders will tell you there's a lot of books that you can't go in the library and you can't check out no more. All right, y'all, we're gonna go in. Oh, and there it goes. I flipped the cup over, and the water, and now the emotions are spilled because now everybody's emotional. Because how are you finding that information, collective? Okay, let's go back to these spiritual messages you're getting. How are you finding out about certain things you weren't supposed to know about? Hell, maybe you wasn't even born, like Miss Kim said. Now all of a sudden you got some ancient knowledge, and they're like, that book ain't been on the shelf in 100 years. You know what I'm saying? That book ain't been on the shelf in 100 years. What? How did you know that? Because you got a grandmama or a granddaddy or an aunt or a sister or an uncle that's passed over that's giving you these messages that actually read that book before. That read that history book that's giving you that knowledge, right? So now you got people looking and saying, hold on, what is this? Y'all see what I'm saying? How did you know that this wasn't actually a law? How did you know what we was doing wasn't right? Now all of a sudden people are moving away from you and getting away from you. Maybe you talked about a conversation that was had when you was 2. And you got people sitting there saying, They was 2 years old. Do y'all know that children that are young are like sponges? They're like elephants. They don't forget anything. But what kind of dynamic was you raised in? Was it chaotic, all kinds of fights? And you might be having a dream of that one fight that happened and you heard certain information and you keep hearing it and keep hearing it. Yeah. Uh-huh. So now they're sitting there and they're saying, what else did they hear? What else do they know about that situation, about that fight, about, that disturbance, whatever happened back then, right? Because y'all know I kept having, a couple years ago, I kept having this reoccurring dream of me running around this neighborhood and I had calamine lotion, the pink lotion where you had chicken pox. I was running around the neighborhood and all I had on was my panties. I didn't have no clothes on except my panties. And I was running around the neighborhood looking for somebody. Okay. And I kept having this dream. Well, then I called my aunt and I was like, what is this about? And she connected the dots for me and she said, you was over there at, your aunt's house and she was out. She left you in the house by yourself. So the neighbors called my parents and told them to come and get me. Right? Because I was out looking for her. And it's like, y'all, this is one of my aunts that actually got away from the family. She like ran off and just went missing. We didn't know where she was for quite a few years until she popped back up. But she told me, she said, once you find out about this family, she said, you're going to get away from them anyways. Mm-hmm. That's why. Yep. Y'all remember back in the old timey days when you'd go into a small town and there was always a fortune teller there? Or you go to the carnivals back in the olden days and there'd be a fortune teller there. That just got brought to my attention. And that's been going on for ancient years, fortune tellers, right? And what did they start with? Just a simple deck of cards. Yes. Same here. Yep. Thank you. So it's like, how was they doing this in ancient time? Being that fortune teller, right? Because the torch got passed down to them at some point. And I feel like these fortune tellers back then foretelled something. And because they opened up Pandora's box in that little town, that's whenever they started doing what they was doing, right? They're like, oh no, this is evil, this is this. No, that fortune teller just uncovered a secret and they needed everybody to stay asleep. Because if you watch some movies, they'll say how the good witches and stuff like that and the people that done all different type of spiritual things, they always stayed hidden. That's why. Because they ran them out of the towns. And it's like, what? But people would sneak to the medicine woman out there in the woods and get their kids healed by that medicine woman. But everybody in town wanted them to go to that local doctor there. But they knew that whatever the local doctor was giving wasn't no good for the kids, right? Because y'all remember there were certain sicknesses that would happen back then, right? And it's like, okay, what's going to heal? Natural herbs, of course. You know. So how many of my divine feminines are called to be that herbalist? And you know how to heal without any kind of other stuff over here, right? You know how to go to your herb cabinet is your medicine cabinet. Do y'all see what I'm saying? It's just certain things here that you, when you just know, you know. And then you use that remedy and it's like, okay, yeah. Cause my great great grandmama, she was a Cherokee Indian. And she always used natural herbs and made salves and different herbal medicines and teas and food, okay, that will heal. See? And let me guess, you went to a herbalist or you researched your own herbs and you healed yourself. See? Yeah, I mean, listen, yeah, you got people that can tell you themselves. Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, they can't explain it. But you stop actually putting that bad stuff in your body, and the body got to heal. Yeah. Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. See, these jokers here, they're in this Ten of Swords energy because collective. Yeah, I've got them before. But now these jokers here are sitting here saying, hold on, because y'all, it's too much information being out there. There's where people are giving you people, places, and things to go to get the information and do what needs to be done, right? So yeah. Yeah. All right, y'all, we're gonna clarify this here. I've got plenty of moderators, but thank you. All right, Spirit, tell me about these jokers and this Ten of Swords energy. Because collective, everybody's moving to calmer waters, okay? A lot of people's fighting and arguing. Because listen, it was a lot of money involved here, okay? Trying to keep themselves in this Nine of Pentacles energy. But now the Wheel of Fortune is in reverse. Y'all know how all this always leads back to money. Now the illusion is in reverse, right? Hello, welcome. Now there ain't no victories being had here. And you got the Divine Feminine, okay? Your sacred knowledge, Divine Masculine, your sacred knowledge here, okay? You're being recognized here for whatever it is you're tapping into, okay? Hello, hello, welcome, new subscribers, okay? High Priestess, Ace of Pentacles. Everybody, you're helping everybody get to their Ace of Pentacles when they're learning certain things because that was a blockage for them, right? So y'all see where I'm going with this? Everybody with this misleading information, they're upset at the high priest, and the high priestess is out here giving all of this information away, and they're like, no, hold on, you're stopping our money, because that was tapped into that Wheel of Fortune they was staying on top of, right? So it's like, now everybody's learning about their Ten of Cups, how to go and be happy, and they're also learning about these fishy cups. Hello, hello. So it's like, what's going on here? Hold on. No, because everybody's getting unstuck. Folks ain't watching certain things no more. They're sitting here and they're like, hold up, that don't even make no sense. Wait a minute now. They can't juggle people, okay? Ten of Swords in reverse, okay? There's that Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords energy. Again, y'all pay attention. I'm telling you, whoever this could be too masculine, too feminine, I don't know. But somebody, there's two, they're greedy and cold. This could be one person, okay? Or two, or 5 or 10, whatever. But these greedy, cold individuals are needing you to stay stuck back on that timeline back there. That's why I said, like, collective, are y'all kind of getting the energy I'm getting? There's like 35%, okay? That's in that higher consciousness. That's getting the messages. Because why are we still getting certain messages over here on this low vibrational timeline? Why are we not getting higher vibrational messages about evolving, about going somewhere and doing does that? Y'all make it make sense now. I'm just wondering if I'm the only one, because I'm getting higher vibration messages. And if y'all notice, I've been saying, give me a message for a higher timeline for my Divine Feminines, Divine Masculines, like for the daily energy check-in. I've even stopped saying the collective messages. Y'all notice I just changed my words up, right? Because I noticed that I'm getting better messages. Exactly. And it's like, oh, okay. So let me change my wording up. Spirit, give me a message for the highest timeline over here. Blah, blah, blah. Right? And everything is like, yeah. Uh-huh. Right. It's just like I'm trying to pull everybody on a higher timeline. Let's go, y'all. Listen, we can't worry about the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, and okay, we already know that shit happened back there. But what are you doing right now to put in place change for that situation not to happen again, right? Oh yeah, that too. We was just talking about that, how people, places, and things, they change. It'll change the energy. So like, what are you eating? Who are you around? What's Yeah, because exactly, we can't save them all. That's some real shit. Uh-huh. Yeah, they gonna get it soon enough. After this tower smacks them. Tell me about this tower about to happen here, Spirit. They ain't gonna be able to play victim. Because the truth is coming out and everybody's being left out in the cold. Because somebody here, they're not getting the communication about these karmic lovers and these, all of this shit right here. They're not getting this communication. Thank you, baby. I appreciate that. Because can I tell y'all something? Some of y'all's ex-lover is evolving and is in hermit mode and has stopped certain things with people, places, and things and cut them off. You want to know why they didn't arrive back in this Mercury retrograde? Because a lot of them, spirit is set down. And they're going through a dark night of the soul. So some of these people ain't getting these messages about your lovers in reverse and all of this stuff, okay? Y'all pay attention. Class in session today. Y'all, some of these people are just stuck on this timeline. This is what's going on here. And I'm about to prove it to y'all. Hold on. Now watch what I do, okay? First, I'm a cleanse, okay? Exactly. Okay, now y'all see this? I'm cleansing these cards, okay? I'm getting the old energy off. I'm cleansing them. All right. Beloved, give me a message on the highest timeline for these masculine, feminine energies that was in a karmic energy. What's going on with them right now? On a higher timeline. Where are they going? What's happening right now? Y'all see that? Ace of Pentacles. They're focused on their money. They're figuring out their blockage of their money right now. Okay? Ten of Cups. They're figuring out where their Ten of Cups are. Alright, tell me what's going on here. Wheel of motherfucking Fortune. They're finding out why they're on this karmic wheel. What's been stopping their Ace of Pentacles and what has been stopping their Ten of Cups? This is an awakening. That's what this is. For some of these ex-lovers. This is why they didn't come toward nobody, because they have went within and figuring out how the hell do I keep ending up at the bottom of this wheel? And they see you right here, divine feminine. They're like, and you see how he's at the bottom and you're at the top and he's right here trying to catch up. Pay attention now, class, the session today. Okay? Year 9 is flipping everybody's shit upside down, right? That's a dark night of the soul. Somebody laying in the bed looking and saying, okay, how do I grow that garden divine feminine did? Like, what am I supposed to be doing over here? That's reflecting. Okay? Okay, what's the next action here? They probably called on a high priestess. They're probably getting divine guidance. And not about you. Okay? They're going and saying, what is the problem? How did I get in this situation? Exactly. So now they done went and got them a spiritual advisor or some kind of spiritual help here, because they see that there are certain things you said to them, divine feminine, divine masculine. It's starting to make sense now, starting to resonate. And they know that they can't come bother you. So now they're going to somebody else and saying, okay, listen, my divine counterpart told me A, B, C, or D here. And I keep on ending up at the bottom of the wheel. How do I keep ending up here? And there is the high priestess that's telling them, saying, listen, because you walked away from your 10 of cups, now you got to go back and you got to see where this problem started, right? Now see, somebody ain't on a higher timeline. Ain't no damn way they could explain that to you. Because they're stuck over here talking about what somebody done 5-10 years ago. Do you see what I'm saying? And now they're finding out why they couldn't get to you to give this offer to you, because they was never told the truth. They was always told a lie about you by this Empress in reverse. Is this a mama? Is this a baby mama? Is this a, I don't know, who is this? Because this is somebody been lying to somebody's person here the whole time, trying to keep them away from their Ace of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. Now it's time for this person to go dive deep and figure out what this is. Is this childhood wounds? Is this mother wounds that need to be healed? And what is this, right? So now they're finding out about this Empress in reverse and saying, what's going on? Or is this a baby's mother? Like, why did I meet this person? And somebody's like, that was a karmic lesson. Hold on, what? What's a karmic lesson? What's a past life? What do you mean that they come try to catch me in a past life? Y'all, somebody over here is in the energy learning things. And they done went down the rabbit hole, and they over here and they like, oh man, damn, this goes deep. No wonder Divine Feminine was always reading and studying, and then now all of a sudden they seeing angel numbers, they seeing this and they're seeing that. So now they're calling their spiritual advisor every day, every other day, like, hey, what does this mean? Somebody is being taught right now by a high priest or a high priestess about what all these signs mean, right? Tell me what this high priestess said about this Empress in reverse, spirit. That she didn't want you to have that this person, they didn't want them to have their Ace of Cups, and they're not walking away from this. They're going to continue trying. So now somebody's like, okay, what do I do? And they're like, you're going to have to cut this person off. You're going to have to do A, B, D, or C in order for you to move forward. Are you going to stay broken, busted, disgusted, or are you going to move on with your future? Are you going to open that business? Are you going to get your dream job? What are you going to do? Are you going to sit? Are you going to sit and meal do a barbecue? What is it like? There's somebody here is getting some harsh fucking reality, right? It's like a harsh reality check, like Divine Feminine did. Cause I told y'all, like, whenever I first got on my journey and I first started working with my mentor, child, she didn't sugarcoat nothing. Tough love. Tough love, getting on that spiritual journey. She said, you better have tough skin. She said, and where you're at's not where you're going to stay. She said, because you're with the warlock. She was like, he don't love you. He don't care about you. He knows who you are. He's trying to sacrifice you. Huh? What? Y'all, I'm sitting here like, what the hell does all of that mean? You see what I'm saying? Like, hold on. So you got these masculine and feminine energies. That's why I said, y'all, a lot of people still not evolved. They're still evolving, right? And it's like, why am I only picking up on like 35% of the collective that's actually evolved to a higher conscience level? Because you still got people out here like, okay, and see, you can look at it like this. What if like somebody was going, right, to a dark high priestess? This is where it gets interesting. Not one of the light, but a dark one. That was given wrong information and said, oh, well, the divine feminine is the reason that you could not get to your Ace of Pentacles, is the reason that you couldn't get your Ten of Cups, and is the reason that you can't get on top of your Wheel of Fortune. Because the divine feminine, because they hate that divine feminine, because whenever they walked over and tried to get in her energy, the beloved ancestors pulled up and said, Empress reverse, what are you doing? You can't get in her energy. She's more spiritual, high ranking than you are. So then now that dark high priestess is envious. Y'all class in session today. Okay. I cannot tell you how many people that I read for that actually had a divine counterpart on their track. The beloved ancestors pulled up and said, you can't. VG, they're protected. Their beloved ancestors gave me a message for that person, but I could not take these cards and get in their energy. Could not. And I didn't try, because when they pulled up on me during that personal reading, I respect spiritual laws. I don't do that shit. See what I'm saying? Yeah, I've had a couple people come to me and say, can you give me a message? And the beloved ancestor said, that just put the cards down. Just tell them this. And I'm like, okay, listen, I can't get in this person's energy, but they do have a message. This person is blah, 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 whatever. Now, a real spiritualist will tell you that. But a dark one will still try to go around that and then tell you lies and deception. Okay? Because y'all, the fact of the matter is us spiritualists will be chastised. If you're not following them spiritual laws and doing what you're supposed to do, that's why I say, listen, this ain't for everybody. This ain't, everybody don't follow this oath. Everybody don't do what they're supposed to do. Yes. Why do y'all think some of these people are stuck on this timeline trying to tell you that this ex-lover is this? It's a repetitive message. You want to know why? Because they didn't obey spiritual laws. Y'all remember I done a message about people abusing divination. Y'all, I live in the house with my husband. Okay? I'm going to use myself as an example. I can't come in here just because I'm in my divine contract with him. Don't mean I have permission to come in here and get in his energy. And I'm his wife. Exactly. Exactly. Just because I got a contract with him and he's my husband, I can't go. Listen now, he'll come here and he'll tell me like, babe, get in my energy, see what's going on. He's got to give me permission, y'all. And I live in the house and lay next to this man every night. I can't be going and jumping in his energy. Yeah, you can't. And I've had a couple people. They're like, "Oh," I said, "Listen, I can't get in this person's energy." Yep. And I'm like, they told me to give you this message. Do you want to read on something else? But y'all doing this job, you at least in its boundaries. It's you got laws to follow. You got spiritual laws. That's how you know some of these people's out here and they're like, they ain't into spirituality, they ain't this and they ain't that. Let me tell you something. Whenever you come get a reading and they people pull up, that's what you thought. You thought that they wasn't on a spiritual journey. You thought they didn't call on protection. And then your ass gets pulled up on. And it's like, whoa, hold on. Cause he just there was somebody was like, yeah, he's man, he ain't done this, he ain't done that. Soon as I asked Spirit to give me a message, here comes his beloved ancestors. I was like, sis, hey, yeah, he done cloaked his energy. He's protected. Like they ain't letting y'all see what I'm saying. I'm like, I can't get in there. So just this, just pay attention now. Yes, that's why I'm like, yeah. That's like okay for my readers out there, and I'm sure okay, I got a reader here. Okay, so Savage Seer Tarot. Uh, damn, I read that comment and I forgot everything that I was about to say to you. No, it's okay. It's all right. um, I will think about it in a minute. It's gonna come back in a minute. Uh huh. You just have to link up with me over there on my in my email or my Facebook messenger. Right. Mm-hmm. No, it's okay. Cause like we've all had like experiences with different people. You know what I'm saying? And like y'all, my mentor showed up. She was only there for a small part, like a small portion. But it's like she gave me the ins and outs protecting myself, spiritual baths, spiritual warfare, what you can and can't do, how to call on your beloved ancestors. Don't talk to ancestors because they have hidden agendas, you know, just different things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like she just got down to the brass tacks of it, right? And then she said, now you need to go study this, this, and this, and this. But she said, you make sure that you are cleansing all your divination tools. Make sure you're cleansing yourself, keeping your head covered up, protecting your energy. Oh, this is what I was going to say. Thank you. And she said, all money ain't good money. She said, if you ain't supposed to do a reading for a person, she said, somehow, some way, they can't get that money to you. It'll be declined. Something will stop that money, or it's not time. She said, but spirit will control how that money comes in. Y'all see what I'm saying? So if you're on a higher timeline, you're not going to be able to do readings for certain people because they want you to go back to an old timeline. You see what I'm saying? Because money is an energy exchange. So all money ain't good money, right? Just like the streets, but just like in the spiritual community. Because I've had that happen, and I'm like, okay, why somebody keeps trying to book a reading, but it's not coming through, right? And then I got this other reader, like some of her karmic family will send her money, and like she will send it to me, and she'll transmute it through me. You see what I'm saying? Like she's like, oh well, the karmic sent me some money, so give me a spiritual reading about my career. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay, that rejection's for your protection because it's all an energy exchange, right? That's the thing. So, like, if somebody's out, that's why we talk about the cursed bag of money. If somebody is out and they have a cursed bag of money and you deal with them, then they do a money exchange with you. You need to go cleanse that money somehow. Go feed the homeless. Go pay somebody's damn light bill. Go pay their rent. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Get that money away from you and go transmute the energy off of it, right? And it's like, that's what you need to learn how to do. That's transmuting energy. So if you know somebody got a cursed bag of money and they want to come over here and throw money at you, well, shit, go give it to the shelter. Go give it to the needy kids. Go do, you know what I'm saying? Transmute the energy, right? So if you're new to doing this, learn. Cleanse your divination tools. If you're getting a message, it don't sound right. Ask if that message is coming with love 3 times. Call on your beloved ancestors, okay? If you need to. If you don't know what the ancestors are, listen, you don't need to be doing this anyways. You need to study some more, okay? That's passed on loved ones. And you know, some of them here, whenever they was here, they wasn't such good people. So you want to make sure you're calling on the beloved ones and not the one sitting over in the back with the AK-40, okay, waiting to go get some revenge, that type of energy, right? You don't want to do that. Y'all see what I'm saying? Like, something about that. And then, also, if you've been doing this for a while and Spirit tells you to put the cards down, because they want you to work on your intuition. They want you to get that message without any cards. Give that message. There, and that's called evolving. If y'all notice, my spirit team had me going from reading tarot to doing singing bowls to doing Reiki, different things like that, because see, it was time for me to elevate, but still come give the messages and do this and do that, but also offer different services. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna give you the card reading, right? But then we can do a Reiki session to cleanse your energy. Do the singing bowls, right? For meditation, teach you how to meditate, different things like that. So you can start getting your own messages. You can cleanse out all of that energy. Then you can evolve and open your chakras up. You see what I'm saying? It's like, okay, during the reading, I'm going to give you the tool bag. Then we're going to cleanse your energy. Then I'm going to send you in a meditation. And then your ass going to come out like a brand new person. And you're going to be like, VG, what the hell done happened? How did I arrive here? Welcome on your new timeline. Welcome to your new timeline. Because I'm telling y'all, listen, once you get a Reiki session, you're going to be feeling so different. You're going to be like, hold on, what? I feel so good. Because you can do the cord cording. You can get all of that trauma, all of that energy off of you. You see what I'm saying? And learn. That's why I try to like put some of that up on the channel with the singing bowls and stuff like that. Uh, Once you start doing like meditation whenever you sleep at nighttime with like different frequencies, collective, you ain't gonna be able to go to sleep without it. Because what you're doing is cleansing your system, right? And see, I sleep with the frequency on every single night. So whenever I wake up, I'm refreshed. I feel good. Then I'm also doing my herb supplements, right? And just different things like that. My spiritual baths every single day. Walking outside like that. Kim, just go. You all you got to do is send your money over to my PayPal, Cash App, and we can set it up. Cause I got you on Messenger anyway. So yeah. But yes, I'm telling you, once you start cleansing your energy, you ain't gonna want to hear about all that other stuff because you're gonna start getting your own messages. Like, okay, hold on. Oh, this ain't good. What's going on? 30 minutes is $45. I'm sorry. 30 minutes is $55 for the Reiki and 100 for a hour session. And I always ask whenever we do Reiki sessions for you to take your spiritual shower, cleanse, okay, and be in a quiet area. So when we do the Reiki session, I can really cleanse and I need you to be in the receiving energy, right? Uh that's really, really important. And y'all, I'm gonna tell you something. Them Reiki sessions help with childhood healing, releasing wounds. If that's what you're dealing with, that'll really, really help you. Like childhood trauma, things like that. Cause I actually done a session like in the physical with my homegirl's daughter, and she has like so evolved so much from the childhood trauma. And y'all, that session was powerful. And I done like a 2 hour session on her, and she left here, and yeah, she is like, I feel so much better because she's learning. She's an Aquarius, so she's learning to really just kind of get out of that detached energy to feel those feelings because she was suppressing everything, right? So, yeah, she got here and I laid her on my couch, and y'all, that baby, she's young too. That's what I love. She's very young and she's evolving very, very fast. And it was an honor. Yeah, y'all, Miss Jones, she's had one too. There's quite a few people that's had a Reiki session, and I'll tell you what, my people that's had Reiki sessions don't even book readings no more. They're the only thing that they come for now is a Reiki session. They're like, "Hey, can you just cleanse my energy for me?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got you." So that's how you know. Miranda, same thing. I've been working with Miranda for the shit years. You see what I'm saying? Like a lot of people don't even come for readings no more. They like, VG, I need that Reiki session that you give. Like I feel better. Like because what I'm doing is unblocking everything so you get your own messages. So why are you gonna need for me to give you messages when the only thing I could do is just step in, unblock and cleanse all your chakras, and then guess what? Boom, there's your intuitive messages. You're getting them. It's okay, Miss Jones. You still learning, but yeah, once you learn to get in that receiving energy, and you like, VG, listen, I'm taking all this, okay? Uh, yeah, just let me have all this. I'm telling you, like I got one. She's a nurse, and she called me on her lunch break at work. She said, I need one of them Reiki sessions, okay? She said, while I'm on lunch, she said, that's all I need. I was like, sis, I got you. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always tell y'all, if you work a 9 to 5, you always want to wear like protection jewelry and cover your head up and things like that. That's what you want to do because you need to protect your energy. Because if you're an empath, I have a lot of empaths that come to me and they're like, I just feel so drained. I'm like, well, hell, you're at work and you're grabbing everybody's energy, and you over here, the girl in the next booth, her husband's cheating on her, and the other one over here, he's not sure about himself. He don't know if he wants to live or die. Like, you see what I'm saying? Because you're grabbing everybody's energy. So now you got a cheater's energy, a suicide energy, somebody that's over here and they dealing with addiction, and they over here and they having a hangover from the night before, and you come to me and you like, I feel like I got drunk last night. I don't know what's going on in my relationship and I'm single. What's going on, VG? And I'm like, I don't sis. That ain't your energy, okay? That's your co-worker's energy. You're like, oh shit, hold on. Yes, exactly. So, or did you watch something and you're like, man, that shit didn't resonate? Hold on. I'm so damn confused right now, VG. What that? I'm like, because that wasn't your story. Yeah, that wasn't your story. Just, and sometimes, y'all, if y'all notice, like, I'll be called to go outside and do readings because it's like, yeah, I'm not sitting here in this energy, and I done cleansed, I done everything, but it was just me. I needed to go and ground, and I needed to connect to nature. Because a lot of times before I even get to work, I'm outside at some point. I've watched the sunset, or I'm watching the sun go up. Getting out there. Yes, you know what I'm saying. Like it. That's really, really important. Or like if I'm having a bad day, right? Y'all, I'm not finna come over here and give y'all no damn reading. Okay, I'm not. I'm not gonna do it. Y'all might not see me, and I'll be like, shit, y'all. I gotta go. I gotta go soak in the spiritual bath for 2 hours. I gotta go meditate. I gotta figure out what the problem is, because I'm not trying to come and project my higher timeline collective. Because I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, I don't have this situation, so then I have to go and dig and figure it out. I'm like going within, like, hold on. Why am I stressed out about A, B, D, or C? That ain't even my situation. What the fuck is going on? Hold on, spirit. I'm about to go get in the shower. Let me scrub myself down. Okay, I'm feeling better now. Y'all see what I'm saying? Cause I'm over here like y'all, like I'm trying to figure out the problem too. Exactly. Then it's like, well, that was somebody else's situation, and now it's time for me to go give it to the ground. Okay, I'm gonna go sit in the grass. And because I'm really good, I know how to detach, right? But sometimes it's that energy so intense because it's close. It's like, now you need to take that shit over there because that ain't happening over here, baby. Listen, we ain't doing that. So, y'all, it's really, really important. All these things is important on your journey. So when you start really learning how this works and stuff like that, you don't have time to worry about the karmic timeline and this and this and this. And you trying to learn how to protect yourself, cleanse your energies, balance all your chakras out, learning what projection is, learning what's your energy, what's not your energy. You see all the responsibilities you have. So if somebody's over here and that's all they're worried about, they did not take the toolkit I gave them to do anything, to do the work. Because it's like, there was 15 things on that list, and the only thing that you can come back and ask me is if he coming back. Yeah. You're like, well, you know what time it is. It's elimination time. Because here I am, I didn't give you the whole pack of tools, and you didn't unpack it. The only thing that you unpacked was, okay, I can go to divination. No, you can't. You don't have permission to get in your ex's energy. Stop it. You can't do that, right? It's like, it ain't none of your business what's going on. Listen now. Spirit will always give you a message. Yeah. Spirit will always give you a message about your ex. You don't have to worry about it, okay? I can't tell you how many times I got confirmations without looking for it. I'm sitting here and I'm just reading my book and I got my glasses on and I'm reading something on my phone and then all of a sudden, do what? Hold on, girl, let me open this message. I'm like, what the fuck is really going on? See what I'm saying? I was sitting there, mind somewhere else, studying something else, looking something else, and there it comes. Straight like that. And it is what it is, right? So, I don't know. I just felt like somebody needed to hear that. Yeah. I've called Miss Jones and I'm like, Miss Jones, you ain't gonna believe this shit. What the fuck has done happened? Yeah. So you see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And look, let me tell you something. The more that you block that person, okay, and their people and their people and their people, the more you block that energy and it's at a distance, the more clarity you get. And I've known that. I've learned that. Like I've experienced that, right? Like I told y'all, like when I moved away from the country and I left, child, that clarity was something serious because you gotta move away from the situation because you're too emotionally attached. Okay. So that's why I tell people like you can't read your own energy because you're too emotionally attached to it. Yeah. It's divinely guided away from messages. You know what I'm. But you got to detach, you got to release, you got to block, you got to cleanse your energy, get yourself together because this journey is about you. What lesson was you supposed to learn from A, B, C, or D here, right? What lesson was it? Because that's where it's really, really important. Let's figure out what that lesson was. Was this a relationship from your childhood? Was this somebody like your mother or father that you, is this a narcissistic contract that you was in? What was this? Uh was this a past life entity that followed you? Yes, exactly. Cause let me tell you, new levels, new devils, y'all, that's a whole nother topic. Cause baby, once you start elevating, mm, you gonna be sitting here saying, okay, I ain't seen you in how many years and why you popping up like that? They had to bring a stronger devil in. So who is that? Who's that stronger devil that's coming in? But spirit gonna show you awareness. Yes. Is this coming in a form of love? A friend? A business collaboration? So now you're aware, right? You see how I'm looking around? And you're sitting here and you're like, now your intuition is on 25,000. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Exactly. Or is it all three tests at once to see if you're going to fail when this spiritual lesson comes back around? That's why I say go study your birth chart, okay? Are you in a Saturn return? Excuse me. Well, it's been an energy shift, White Rabbit, because we just come up out of Mercury retrograde. It's been an energy shift. Now everything is clearing up, right? But then you're going right into Venus retrograde is going out of Mercury retrograde on the 12th, which also is a full moon in Libra, which Libra represents balance, justice. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, look, look, and it's like that reconnecting. Okay, so what you want to do is, uh, with these entities trying to attach to you, you want to call back all of your energy from all parts of the universe, people, places, things, from your past life, this life, all of that. Call all of your energy back. Yeah, Danielle, what's your question? We're just on a discussion talk, just about the journey and like different things that will help you protect yourself. But if you need something like personal with yourself, you can send a payment over. Two questions for $10. Yeah, and to see that's what you're gonna have to pay for. Yeah, I'll do two questions for $10. I we was just talking about the journey and stuff like that, and yeah. But I could do a reading on your love life if you want me to. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. It just depends on what you're like. What are you going through? But you need to call your energy back from whatever you feel like is holding you back. Like, that's really important. You know what I'm saying? And see, that makes a lot of sense too. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Collective, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like one of the things that you want to call your energy back from is anybody that is trying to stop you from your destiny, trying to stop you from your wheel of fortune, and things like that. Like, look at the current things that are going on in your life. Where do you need that? Where did you put your energy that you feel like is hindering you, right? Because you got people that is holding on to your energy that you don't even know, you don't even know nothing about. A lot of these people got these secret contracts, put you in secret marriages, things like this, spiritually, not physically. Pay attention. They put you in a binding contract somewhere spiritually. So call your energy back. Okay? Banish that contract spiritually that they put on you, that they done without your knowledge. Anybody using your energy without your permission, you call it back. Because can't nobody use your energy unless you let them. Who are you letting in your energy? Who are you consenting to be in your energy? Right? Really, really important. And then, like you said, find out what about your past life. Who was you? What did you do? How much karmic debt do you got to clear up from your past life? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of things that you start finding out about yourself, and you're like, damn, I was not a good person in my past life. So in your current life, you're out here trying to make amends and trying to clean shit up because you wasn't a good person. So it's like, what is it, right? What needs to be cleansed? What needs to be cleared up? 5. What do you have to change? Right? Mm-hmm. Then also look at the karmic relationships that you had, right? And with who? And with that zodiac sign. Do you keep attracting that same zodiac sign? Right? What is that? Why do you keep attracting that person and different things like that, right? Because if you keep attracting that same zodiac sign, what do they represent? What is it? Just like, what does it represent? So you look at that and it's like, what did you need to learn from that? So Pisces and Cancer, okay, so Cancer is the mother of the zodiac. That's about history, okay? Then Pisces is about spirituality. So you look at that, there's something spiritual that you need to dive more into spiritually, and maybe about history and about mother. Something about the mother, right? So you look at that, that's like, okay, Virgos, they have organization. There's something here possibly about the stomach, the intestines, health. Okay, you keep attracting that, so you need to get some kind of organization in your life, some kind of something with health. You need to straighten your health out. There's something here, right? Something about that can be very, very significant. Just figure out what zodiac you keep attracting and what that zodiac sign represents. Okay. Also, Virgos like to be stable, stability, health, stability, organization. There's something in the life. Thank you. Uh-huh. What's up, second shift? You're welcome, darling. Listen, over here, listen, I'm all about let's dive into it. Thank you. I appreciate that. Y'all hold on one second. I'm gonna step outside real quick and whoo, cause I'm fixing to be out here for a little bit of quite a few hours longer. Okay, so y'all got me for the whole second shift. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, and I like, sometimes people don't like the messenger, but like, I want to give you like facts, right? I want you to be able to leave here with a fresh, you know, perspective. Like, I don't want you to leave confused. And when you come back and you see me and you're like, hey, VG, you know what? That really helped me change my perspective. I went and I finally took that leap of faith. And you know what? I got that job I really wanted because I didn't let fear hold me back. Now I'm doing A, B, C, or D, right? Or I took that leap of faith and went to college. Or I took that leap of faith and now I'm going to get married and I found my soulmate. And now we're fixing to open up a business together. Now we're traveling together. I want to hear success stories. I don't want you to come back to me and say, listen, I don't this didn't work. I don't know. Like this is no, because we're gonna dig and get to the root of the problem and figure out how we can pull you up out of this mess. Cause it's like at the end of the day, you gotta be willing to move. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can give you the tool bag, but if you ain't willing to open it up and take the backpack and put it on and go on that damn adventure, then you're kind of keeping yourself stuck. So it's kind of like going to the therapist and tell them that you don't blah 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 whatever, right? And the therapist is telling you like, well, go on and leave this. It's like going to a domestic violence shelter, and then the husband or the wife pulls back up and you go get back in the car and you know you're gonna go home and get your ass whooped again. Okay, what's you already knew what was gonna happen. Like, so why'd you go back? You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't want you to be in that energy like, well, that's the only thing I can do. No, that's a lie. We can find a way out of this obstacle here. We're gonna find the solution. We're not gonna focus on the problem. You see what I'm saying? Very, very important. All right, y'all. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, soul family. Sorry. Mm. Okay. See, that's a good thing. Change of perspective. Y'all, sorry, I had some coffee made. I had to go make my iced coffee. Uh, well, tell Louisa happy birthday. Oh, what's up? Take a ship. Tap in, tap in. 518. Wow, that's so crazy. How I started that and then that person left. Hmm. Very interesting. Miss Jones, you still in here? Okay. Okay, guys, sorry about that. All right. Oh, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Let's get into it. Second shift. What's going on with the energy? We're gonna do an energy pull. See what's going on. Ooh wee. All right, y'all. All right, beloved. Let's tap into the higher timeline. What's going on with the collective's energy right now? Okay. The beloved ancestors is saying somebody's not disciplined here. Okay. And they're having to walk off and leave them. Okay. Yeah. Life is forcing somebody here to look at their actions. Confirmation. Because somebody is discontent. Okay. And they're in denial. And there is judgment being called on this situation. Somebody's beloved ancestors is leaving them here, okay? Because they don't want to do what's right, okay? Something about this collective. They've been causing illusions this whole Mercury retrograde the last 4 months, okay? And they're trying to be in denial about this. But they have been the ones causing the illusions. This is the truth, okay? All right, tell me here about somebody ain't got no discipline here. Because they have still been attacking. They ain't got no balance here. Temperance in reverse. Tell me here about the beloved ancestors walking off and leaving somebody. Yeah, because see, this is somebody, the devil. Because somebody here wants to try to keep picking from your garden. Okay? They're trying to stay connected, do something here. Because they're not offering anything. And they're carrying burdens. And it's a lot of fights behind the scenes. Somebody can't take a leap of faith. Tell me about life is forcing somebody to... There's a tower. Yeah. To look at their self. Somebody's beloved ancestors ain't coming in and helping them. They're having to walk off from somebody here, collective, okay? And shit's getting serious. Tell me here, High Priestess, and you know this. Y'all, I woke up today and I'm telling y'all, I felt like it was something here. And somebody's lying. There is some people lying here. Okay, somebody's magic is done backfired here. And you've untied or untangled yourself from something here, being enlightened about something. Tell me about this discontent energy. Two of Cups. Justice in reverse, Star in reverse. Yeah, there's something about this Two of Cups here. Unhealed, Justice in reverse. All right, we got the King of Cups, the King of Swords in reverse. This could be with two lovers that you walked away from. The Emperor in reverse. Child, you left all this shit out in the cold. And like they're having to face something here. Because they don't want something to end, Empress. Okay? And they can't play victim in a situation. Tell me about denial. Six of Cups in reverse. They're in denial, like about something they need to heal, they need to look at, staying connected to their childhood wounds, staying connected to something here. Yeah, they're still in denial about something. Ace of Cups in reverse. This ain't their Ace of Cups. Knight of Pentacles. They think they're getting an offer, something here, but they're not though. Tell me about Judgment. Somebody gonna have to speak their truth here, okay? In order to get improvements, because somebody just been in la la land here, okay? With the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, they're not getting no victory. Ooh, somebody's chest is hurting. Tell me here about the truth. About a third party that somebody was dealing with. Tell me about this third party here. Somebody was given to a third party here this last 4 months and they've been lying. They not been telling the truth. Somebody, and it could be somebody from their past childhood, whatever this is. Y'all, somebody here that the card that that's why somebody's life is forcing them to face something. They keep missing opportunities, and this is why. Okay, something about this. Ooh, child. 5:44 on the clock. They ain't getting no new beginning. And collective, your 10 of Pentacles is coming through here, but somebody else is stuck. Like it ain't there. Something ain't right. Okay. You've been over here in hermit mode, working on your 10 of Pentacles and moving the calmer waters while somebody else has been over here doing something with their past. Okay, the last 4 months here. Something is very, very significant about this. Somebody has been heartless here, okay? Harsh judgment is being called and protected from this 10 of Swords in reverse too. Y'all know confusion going on, okay, child? And you just been kind of like sitting and just chilling, right? Because it's like, I know something's off, but it's Mercury retrograde, VG, and I'm just going to let the cards fall where they may, right? Like this situation here. Because somebody been stopped dead in their tracks here. Ace of Pentacles in reverse, Queen of Cups in reverse. I'm telling you, whoever this Queen of Cups is, literally, is been doing something here, and Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So it's something about these energies, okay? I don't know, like something's not right. Somebody's stagnant about the past, the lovers, because somebody didn't walk away from something. That's what it is, y'all. And it ain't good. And it's like they're being, life is forcing them because they're taking everything away. Y'all know how the divine does. Listen, the divine will stop everything. Like something is, what's going, confidence. Somebody didn't have the confidence to walk away. Okay? And their team, their divine guidance, their team gave them the message that you need to have the wisdom to walk away from this to get to your destiny. This is your karmic justice, and be mindful, and you need to let go, okay, of this union here to banish this curse and overcome this fear. Somebody got real defensive and was like, no, I ain't doing this. And somebody, okay, I heard was being defiant and like just didn't want to walk away from something. And now it's like, what's going on here, right? But that's what it is. Somebody is defiant. They don't want to walk away from whatever this shit is from their 6 of Cups in reverse. Somebody's not grounded. Somebody's not going through the rebirth here. Whoo, collective. What's going on, second shift? Now everything's coming to light. Somebody in this Five of Swords energy. King of Swords. There's some wisdom coming through. There are some people here they're stagnant about the past and they can't juggle something now, okay? Yeah, releasing it and letting it all go. Let the scales be balanced. Because somebody's Ace of Pentacles is fixing to be in reverse. Okay? For whatever they done here to try to keep somebody trapped up. What's up, guys? Welcome, welcome. Okay, tell me about somebody about to be trapped up here. Because whatever trap they tried to put you in, this is where they're about to be. Okay? I'm going to tell you right now. See, look, you got movement in reverse. There's going to be a lot of fights here. 10 of Cups in reverse. The Star. Because somebody ain't finna be shining like they thought they was going to be shining here, okay? Woo-wee. Collective. This is very, very deceptive what somebody was doing these last 4 months during this Mercury retrograde, trying to pull the wool over your eyes. Because you about to get this 10 of Pentacles. Somebody tried to steal this 10 of Pentacles. This new beginning belongs to you, fertility. Okay? Somebody's transformation is in reverse. They're carrying all kinds of burdens here. And they think that they're holding the power right now. Oh, child. You got the law of attraction. Y'all listen. Let me tell you about these devils right here. Okay? That's been playing these games. They attracted who they are. And now they are about to reap what they sow. Intuition. Your intuition is telling you somebody not finna get no new beginning. Okay? From the past here. Because of what they was doing. Somebody's very, very dark here. Take the lead. Accept help. Higher power stepping in. Somebody's not going to have no support. And you're being protected from this right here. 3:07 on the clock. Okay. Avoid the drama. Avoid the drama. I'm telling you something right now. Because it's like all these people fighting amongst each other now. Yeah. Tell me here about avoiding drama. Because somebody ain't got no courage. Because somebody want to cut their losses. Somebody just wanted to keep on being a Decepticon here. Doing something. So, family, I'm finna end this live. I'll be back in a little bit, okay? I'm gonna go cleanse and take a spiritual shower. Yeah. I'll be back in just a little while. I just want to send everybody some love, light, and healing. Okay, take care of yourself.